Okay, sixth graders. So I have three formulas on the board, and all three formulas have the same three things in it. Speed, distance, and time. Speed, distance, time. Speed, distance, time. Now you are going to use these formulas while solving your problems to find the different part. For example, the first section of your assignment, you are going to be finding the distance traveled. So you're going to be looking at the formula where the distance is by itself, for how far. So if you're going to find something for how far, let's just say you drove for 6 hours at 70 miles per hour. 6 hours, 70 miles per hour, distance. So, based off of the problems, it's not always going to be the same unit here. Now, because this was miles per hour and this was hours, this would mean how many miles we're going. So 7 times 6 is 42 and 0. That means you would travel 420 miles if you were driving at 70 miles per hour for 6 hours. But what if this was 70 feet per hour? Maybe it's talking about a turtle or something like that. Then that means a turtle would only go 420 feet. So you have to be careful of your units. Make sure you answer your problems with the correct units. You need to put it. The second part of your lesson, you're going to find the time traveled. So let's just say we are traveling 200 miles and our speed was 40 miles per hour. How long did we travel for? Well, we have our 200 miles divided by our miles per hour. So 200 divided by 40, we'll cross off the 0, so we get 20 divided by 4. We get 5. 5 what? Per hour, so 5 hours. Now it could be a different unit. Once again, you have to be careful with it. Now, the third part of your lesson will be asking for speed. You are going to figure out how fast you're going, the average speed of the unit rate. So, for example, if I ran 24 miles, and instead of using hours, I'm going to say that it took 120 minutes. We're going to find out how my speed, my average speed. So I'm going to take 24 divided by 120. Now this is going to be smaller than 0 because I'm using a unit down here that's bigger. So 120, it can go into 242 times. So that means I went 0.2 miles per minute. Miles per one of these. That's what you're finding. You're finding the average speed. So that means if I ran 24 miles in 120 minutes, which would be 2 hours. So if we figured that out into hours, it would be 240 or 24 miles. Sorry, I'm mistaken. 24 miles. And then 2 hours, that would be 12 miles per hour on average. Either one of these means the same thing, 0.2 miles per minute or 12 miles per hour. This was just an example problem, but you will be finding the unit rate per whatever the problem is asking for. So if your problem is asking for miles per hour, you're going to find the miles per hour by doing your distance divided by time. If it's asking for kilometers per hour, you can still do it by doing speed equals distance divided by time. Now, on the very bottom of your first page, it will say solve. You have to read the question and figure out whether you are solving for speed, distance, or time. It's not going to tell you which one you have to solve for. So based off reading the question, You have to decide if you're going to multiply the numbers, divide them, which number goes on top, which number goes on bottom. So that's for you guys. And then the last problem that you have is finding a unit rate. So similar to the speed, but it's going to give you one thing, and it's going to give you an unknown. In fact, this problem gives you the rate and the time, and you need to find the distance of it.